Are there too many blockchain games out there?
Prepare for launch. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Ivy. Today, there are somebody video bomb me. But don't mind her. Just treat her as the fly on the wall. Back to the topic. Are there really too many blockchain games out there? When people are talking about blockchain games, all you see now are the blockchain games. And currently there are about 600 out there, and you think there's too many of them out there. If I'm going to make a blockchain games, how am I going to stand out? Let's take a broader look. Do you know how many games out there in the world now? Now, I won't be able to give you the exact number of how many games out there because every minute there could be a new game being published. But there are about 1.8 million of games being published. On the Google Play alone, about 330,000 games. Blockchain games only about 0.03% of the total amount of games. Now, with that many of games available, does that stop people in making more games? Of course not. Everybody is still getting into making newer games with a better idea or a newer version of it. So, in my opinion, there are not too many. However, to be able to stand out from the rest, there are some challenge. Let me give you more numbers to convince you that there are more room to grow for blockchain games. First, let's look at the revenue for gaming in 2020. It amounted to about $177.8 billion in dollar. And according to the research, we are forecasting about 10% of growth in revenue every year. So by the time 2030 comes, there are about $272 billion in revenue. Secondly, only at the first half of 2021, about $50.2 billion was invested into 489 games. And the investment raised for three major gaming companies that focus in blockchain gaming only take up of about 9% of this total investment and only 5% of the total games investment. So if you ask me, there are a lot of room to grow. Let me justify it again. What are blockchain games? Do we have to build a new game that is like totally based on blockchain? Or we can integrate those games that in existence and put some blockchain element in it. For example, using NFT to represent the asset in the games. So, if you are looking at the possibility to convert all those games that are available now with element of blockchain games, can you see now how much potentials or opportunities out there? Now, whenever we want to build any blockchain applications and people ask me where to start, I always tell them, think about how you want to start or build applications without thinking about blockchain first. Blockchain is the back-end technology that can make your applications better, but it doesn't have to be totally based on blockchain. Now, all those gaming graphic, all those how you move your character, all those things, there are other technology that's for building the game. And the blockchain are the backend that help in transferring of the value in game. And that is what blockchain does. So if you look at it at this way, I personally do think there are a lot more potentials for blockchain game and there are a lot more opportunities out there for blockchain games. and I do not disagree that to stand out, there are a lot of effort that you have to put in, and you need to be innovative. Just like all the games out there, 1.8 million of them, how many percent of those are the popular one? Now the questions that we should ask is, will I be the next person who build the Axie Infinity or CryptoKitty? Do you have the answer?